Hello Flosstube, this is Kate from Kate's Crafting Corner. I'm sorry it's been so long since my last update. Life has been crazy and I'm going to talk a little bit about that. It is April the 24th of 2019. It is a very hot day here in Northern California. It got over 90 degrees in April, so that does not bode well for the summer. I'm sure some of you in the colder states are like wishing for weather like this, but let me tell you, in a place where it can get over 110 in the summer, I do not like the heat at all. So I am a little sweaty. My apartment was 83 when I got home from work, and so anyways, it's 9 o'clock at night and I'm thinking this video was gonna take a little while, so I'm just gonna get started and we'll hope that I can get through everything. So I'm gonna start with a brief life update since my last video, which, to be honest, I know it was over a month ago, but I'm not sure. I know it was almost 2 months ago, but I'm not sure if it's been over 2 months. I don't know. Anyways, so since the last video, my fiance and I got home invaded in my apartment. We were in the other room, we had the TV on, and my apartment was entered and things were taken, and so it's been pretty rough. I've had some trouble sleeping. I've definitely had trouble feeling safe. I've barricaded my door multiple times. We didn't come in contact with the home invaders. We didn't even know they were here. But it was definitely a traumatizing experience. Knowing someone was in the place I live and while I was here, and just knowing what could have happened if they had had even more ill will towards us. They took both of our sets of car keys, my new iPad, but my fiance bought me a new one already to replace the other one. They took my Roku stick. They took this bottle of change I have been collecting. Like, anytime I find change in my pockets or anything, I just put it in there. There's only like $8 in there, but they still took it. They took his wallet, which had like $200 in it, and then they took out like $500 from his bank account. And to be honest, the police have not been helpful at all. If anything, they've made me feel worse. They've acted suspicious of my fiance, which has really made me angry. They went so far as to call his work and ask about his character and integrity. And I don't think I've shared this here because it is something that I do get judged about a lot, and I don't really care about other people's opinions. I just don't like to hear it. But there is a big age difference between my fiance and I, about a 60-year age difference. Sorry, a 30-year age difference, not 60. Geez, that would be a lot. As if 30 isn't a lot. But we feel in part that the police are acting suspicious of him because of that. Like, he's taking advantage of me, which really infuriates me. A different police officer pulled me aside and asked what my relationship was with him, and I was like, he's my fiance. And they're like, when are you getting married? And I was like, June 23rd. Like, you know, it made me really upset and discouraged, and we haven't heard back from them since we filed our police report. They didn't return our phone call when we tried to find out. We gave them the bank ID where the money was taken from, so like if they cared to, they could have contacted the bank and theoretically accessed the ATM footage. Like, anyways, the whole situation has had me really upset, scared, you know, like my safe place was violated, and it's been hard. But luckily, in exactly 2 months, I will have been married for 1 day. So the wedding is still progressing. The plans have all been coming together beautifully, and I do have wedding related things here to show you. So moving past the negative topic of what bad things have been happening, I want to show you guys some of the wedding stuff, and then we will go into my mini WIPS that I have to show you. Oh, other things I've been doing. So aside from the wedding stuff, I've also been trying to pack up the apartment a little bit. So far I have 20 boxes packed. Now, 15 of them are books and 5 of them are yarn, and it doesn't even come close to touching my yarn stash. So clearly I have a lot of books and yarn and craft supplies. But, you know, I started the process. We do have a month on the apartment after the wedding, so we have a little bit of leeway to get my stuff moved out and to where he lives, because he owns a house. So I'll be moving in there, and we'll be looking to buy a new house sometime in the future, probably in a year or so. But yeah, so that's what the plans are right now. And yeah, so mainly all of my Saturdays, well, okay, so a lot of my Saturdays have been spent either doing wedding stuff or dealing with the break-in, because we had to get keys, like car keys rekeyed, my apartment rekeyed, and they also took his house keys, and they took a couple of his laptops. He had a personal laptop and a work laptop, and they took them both. So we had to get cars rekeyed, both my apartment and his house rekeyed, his bank account shut down, and then new ones reopened, and my car, we didn't change the key, we just got a new one, and then they programmed it with a new program, because we're intending to with a new key code or something like that, because we're intending to replace my car again within the next year. So it costs like $1,400 to redo his car with a new key and new code and everything like that, and we didn't think it was worth that cost when we were gonna replace my car soon. But he just bought his car in February, so that really sucked. Yeah, the whole thing was really expensive to deal with. So we spent a lot of Saturdays doing that, a lot of Saturdays at the bank trying to deal with that, and yeah, so I haven't had a chance to update you guys on anything. And then we've also spent a lot of time doing wedding stuff. We spent 2 weekends, like a day each, doing our registry at Bed Bath & Beyond. Our tastes are like complete opposite, so that one was rough. Like it was rough. So yeah, because he doesn't like enough color. Like, you know, I'm not huge on color, but I like a pop of color, right? And he's like black or gray or burgundy. And I don't love burgundy. Plus, like, I feel like he had burgundy in his first marriage, even though I'm not positive about that, and I just don't want that. So, I've rejected all burgundy suggestions. But, and then he doesn't like green, and green's my favorite color, and so it was rough. It was rough. We have some red in the kitchen, and then we have, like, a mint color in a lot of the rest of the place with, like, lots of gray. So, yeah, anyways, yeah, so we spent a lot of time doing that because it just took forever to come to agreements. And the nice thing about Bed Bath & Beyond is the registry stays active for 2 years, so, I put things on there so I can remember to buy them for, like, Christmas or his birthday or things like that, because I'm always floundering on what to get for special occasions, so, yeah. And I told him he could just buy me things off the registry, but I don't know that he took me seriously, but, I put on a tea set on there, which I wouldn't be angry if he got me that for my birthday one year. Anyways, whatever. I'm just rambling now. This is not even cross-stitch related. So anyways, yeah, I have wedding stuff. So instead of doing a traditional guest book, I'm going to be doing a quilt, but I'm just going to do the blocks for people to sign, and then I'll assemble it later. But, this last weekend, oops, no, don't go away. I found these 2 fabrics at Joann's, and so this is what I will be using, so people can sign on this lighter one, and then this is mainly the accent color. And these are our wedding colors, so that's why I chose it, even though he doesn't like green. Whatever, green's the best color. So I'm really excited about that. I need to cut the blocks still, but yeah. Sorry I disappeared. Our wedding invitations that I ordered have come in. I'm just waiting for wax and a seal that is being shipped right now, and then I'll be able to get these out. And I know I'm cutting it close, but... And this is what it looks like. And so the RSVP just detaches. And so, so yeah, that's what this looks like. And then you write their address here. So that's our invitations. This is our ring bearer pillow. My nephew is going to be one of our ring bearers. We actually will have 2. Howard's got a couple grandkids, and his youngest grandson will be our other ring bearer. He's 3. I think his birthday's weekend after next, so he'll be 4. His youngest granddaughter will be our flower girl. And we got this, I got this basket for the flower girl. I think it's really cute. Hang on. This is inside out, so let me just turn it real quick, but I found the cutest flower girl dress for her. Oh, that's the back side. So here it is with gold, which I think will go well with my dress that has gold glitter on it as well, but not as big as this. It's way more subtle. My dress has come in, and I have my first fitting on Sunday. So I am excited about that. His oldest granddaughter, so that one, the Flower Girl is 5. The oldest granddaughter is 11, and so she'll be a junior's bridesmaid with my sisters, who will be bridesmaids. We got our cake cutting set from the same place as the as the baskets, so it's like the same kind of ribbon wrapped around, and the server is the same way, so I'll just leave that in there. And we got those off Etsy. This is our cake topper, except for the hair on both is darker. But I think that's just so cute. Oops. Okay, well, this has come undone because I took it to show our wedding coordinator, but, so I've only done one, so they came, like, flat, so I need to put them all together, but we got these boxes, and so you tie that ribbon there, and inside I put, these chocolate kisses, and these will go on the table because it's really hard to bring green into the table decorations. So we put in some chocolates, and they say I do and I do too, and it's Howard and Kate. So when it's closer to the wedding, I will put the rest of these together, probably like have a movie night with my family. But right now I have it in an insulated box in the windowless back closet at my apartment, just hoping and praying that the chocolates don't melt in the California heat. So, oh geez. The other two favors that we have, so people can pick one. This is a deck of cards, and this one is a little notebook, and so like a couple might not want 2 decks of cards, so one can get a card and one can get a little notebook. So that's what we did for favors, and these are stickers. So I still have to put the stickers on all of them, but again, I'll do that closer to the wedding date. And then the last thing, oh, this is our official color. I don't think you can see that too well. It's called Juniper. It's kind of like a hunter green. But so the last thing I have to show you is, oh, I guess there's one more thing. We got this for my hair. So I'm really excited about that. I think it's so beautiful. So let me wrap that back up. Okay, my fiance has left work, which gives me about 20 to 30 minutes to finish this. So, going to try to rush this through because we haven't had dinner yet. The final thing is we got a new charm for my bracelet. A little, oh geez, a little engagement ring looking one. We have been ring shopping for the wedding band. I'm pretty decided on what I want. But he feels we should keep looking just in case we see something else. But it's from the same place that he got my engagement ring. And I just think for insurance purposes and then for cleanings and stuff like that, it would just be easier, because with the insurance it has to be inspected every 6 months. But it's insured for life if I get it inspected every 6 months. So I just think for that purpose it would be easier if my jewelry was from the same place and not multiple different places. So yeah. Hang on just 1 second. Let me see. Hang on. I'm seeing if I can find a picture of the ring that I like the best. We already did the cake tasting, and we are gonna go with on the bottom layer, it's gonna be a lemon cake with a raspberry compote, and then the middle tier and then the top one that we'll take home is a chocolate mousse cake. But that can't be a bottom layer, and honestly I prefer the lemon cake. I'm not really a huge chocolate person. Anyway, so this, let's see if I can get probably not. Probably can't get that to show properly because out there maybe. That's the ring I like the most, and he's texting me because he's leaving work. Okay. Asking if I've eaten dinner. No, I've never eaten dinner, and he knows that. Okay, so to get to the crafty part, I don't know if I'll actually get to talk about magical stitches yet, but I was going to. But anyways, so since I talked to you guys last, I had one day where I got this major crochet like bug. And so I started a new one because I packed away all my German yarn except for like one. And so I got hit by this major crochet bug, and I had this pattern I really wanted to do in this yarn that I wanted to do it in. And the pattern is called Goldberry. And the entire pattern is written telling the tale of like Frodo and the ring from Lord of the Rings. So I mean it even starts with a poem. But so each section, like each few rows, let me get to where the pattern actually starts. So this one's like called A Hobbit's Journey. I'm trying not to show the pattern. And it's like farewell to Bywater Pool so sweet, and that's 5 rows. And then rows 6 through 8 are across the Shire on eager feet. 9 through 11 is shortcut to mushroom and an elvish tale. Past Buckland Wood to find the trail with 9 black riders on at your tail to Buckleberry Ferry just in time. So it's like, and that's where I'm at. I'm 1 row away from being at Buckleberry Ferry. But I loved the way that it was so creatively written. Oh no, I told him I was filming, and now he goes, I have to connect to that and check it out. But he knows he's not allowed to watch. Anyways, so my cake is called Shadow. Yeah, Shadow. So it's this blue that moves to a lighter gray to a darker gray to black. And so this is what I've gotten done so far. Let's move you little strand to the back. And I am having a lot of fun with this. So this was done in one evening. And I would love to do more, but I'm so far behind all the time on magical stitches that, I mean, I've already missed assignments, so I can't get a perfect score anymore, which has taken a lot of pressure off. But, you know, I still want to get the points for Slytherin. Anyways, so it's only gotten worked on that one day. Okay, now I'm going to show you the huge amount of projects I've been working on. Oh, so at Christmas, I don't know if I told you guys this, I got a $100 gift card for Joann's from my fiance. And OttLights were on sale. And I also got a $25 one from my aunt. And so OttLights were 60% on sale last week. So I got this one over there in the corner. I already have one exactly like that, but when I get married and move to my fiance's house, which I guess will then be my house too, one of the spare bedrooms upstairs will be my craft room, and and then we have the living room downstairs. And so I don't want to be carrying the OttLight upstairs and downstairs all the time, depending on where I'm crafting at any particular point. So I decided to get another one like that, one to have upstairs and one to have downstairs. So, yeah. Oh, and the other thing, because I had to take the smaller bedroom, even though, like, I'm still pretty upset about this because he wants the bigger one for his office, which honestly, I'm going to utilize the room more, so I feel like, and I have more stuff, and I'm moving into his house, which he had in his first marriage, so I feel like I deserve the bigger room, but that's another rant for another day, and I'm working on accepting what I cannot change, because he's being really stubborn about it, and so it just is what it is. But as his opinion of a compromise, in the master bedroom, there is what used to be another room. They just didn't have it with the door into the hallway. They made it into a retreat in the master bedroom. So I'm turning that into my library. And so I'm gonna get a couple nice chairs, and then I'll have my desk in there with my planning supplies, and so I am happy about that. I still want the bigger room, but it is what it is. And he said that when we buy our next house, I get first pick of whatever room I want. He said I could even take the master bedroom. We'll see. We'll see if he's serious about that when I pick the master bedroom. Just kidding, maybe. I don't know. But it is what it is. So, yeah. So, now on to cross stitch. Guys, I worked on George. I know, we never thought it would happen, but I did. I decided to put him on my scroll frame, and I'm going to do color by color, so extreme cross country across just the top row pages. So that's where I'm at present. I mean, I did all of this and a good portion of this. So considering I've been, you know, avoiding him for quite some time, I'm pretty proud of myself, you know. I did a lot on Giant Harry Potter. I have been stalled on those house crests for quite some time now. And I'm still working on one house crest, but I have all the others finished. So, and I'm almost done with Hufflepuff. Hufflepuff isn't last for any reason other than the colors that, because I was using specific colors for assignments, and so I think there was a week I had to do blue, and that's why Ravenclaw got attention that week before Hufflepuff, and I'd already started Slytherin. So, but yeah, I'm really happy about this. As soon as I can knock out that Hufflepuff one, I feel like it's gonna go much faster, because the fractional stitches and the crests are just, they've been killing me. So I am happy to have that almost done. I put in a very few, and I do mean a very few, stitches in my Santa's Village piece. I put in those red berries, those 4 red berries, and that was all. But I'm on a pretty good track to still be able to touch every single project this year. I didn't think it was going to happen for a while. I kind of wrote off that goal, but it's looking like it might be possible. I think I might be up to, it's either in the 40s or the 50s. So almost a third. You're actually going to see quite a few of those projects right now. One time I needed quite a few black, and I thought the fastest way to do that would be on Wonderland by Brooks Books, and so I was filling in those black check boxes, and I think I did 500 stitches worth, so I am almost done with the black there. I worked on Fateful Night, 100 stitches on this. So just a little bit of this, I think like 3 rows. This one is one of the first cross stitches I ever started. I started it in 9th grade, and then I lost it on a class field trip, and I found it on eBay a couple years ago, and so I restarted it, but it doesn't call to me as much as others, but I kind of got it for nostalgia reasons, and I want to finish it for that reason. Okay, the next one is my one Haid that I've been doing in half stitches, 10 stitches. And I have not been liking that, but I didn't hate it this time around. I mean, I still don't think it's going to be something that I do any more projects in, but I thought about restarting this project, and now I think I'm going to keep going with it. So I put in 200 or 310 stitches over here. Mainly the brown over there. So, Next, when I say next, I don't actually mean the next thing I worked on. It's just kind of the order that I'm pulling these projects out. I put in some stitch 100 on carrots, and so I'm getting pretty close to finishing this. I'm thinking I'll turn it into a little ornament. I worked on, I don't have the picture for this one, but I worked on the Ranger from Heaven and Earth Designs, and I put in 100 stitches on this one. And this is on 28 count, and I think my glasses have really been helping my vision, because I thought I needed to abandon all my 28 count projects, and now I don't think so anymore. So and when I say 28 count projects, I mean the 1/1s. 2/1 is still okay, but I was really struggling with the 1/1s, but I was able to do them fine, and I think it's probably the glasses. I haven't tried since stitching on that since I got them, and what are you? Oh, okay. Trick or Treat 2 by Randall Spangler from Haid. So I put in 100 stitches on this as well. Heaven and Earth Quick Stitch Once Upon a Time. That's what it will look like. And I did 100 stitches in this one as well. Oops, there we go. Go in there. Okay. This I will show last. I worked on Class Schedule by Armada Designs. I am doing this as charted. I don't hate it like other people do. So for one of the homework assignments, I put stitches in each of the 5 classes. I think we had to do 200, so I put 200 in each of the class. So Ancient Runes. I think this is Arithmancy, Muggle Studies, Divinations, and Care of Magical Creatures. Or is that Care of Magical Creatures? I don't know. Anyways, so about 1,000 stitches in here, and I'm pretty happy with it. I realized that with my sister and my nephew coming to my wedding, I could finish this one and give it to my nephew like I was supposed to for Christmas. So I pulled this out and worked on it a little bit. I did some of the mouse and some over here. So I've got about 5 more characters to go. this one project bag, I have 2 projects in it, so I was pulling out the wrong one. I worked a little bit on Tea with Jane by Pedal Pusher. And this is where I'm at. So I finished the diamonds over here, this one strip of blue over here, and the blue over there. We're at 40 minutes. I did a little bit on Twisted Rainbow or DMC, I don't remember. Twisted Band or Twisted Rainbow. I never remember which. But I continued working on this shade and the specialty stitches. So I am almost done with that band. I have not touched the ones on the black fabric yet, so those will be making an appearance some point this year. I worked a little bit on Celtic Autumn. I think I had to do so many stitches in this amber shade. So this is where I'm at on her. So I'm very happy with how that's coming out. I'm hoping to work on Celtic Noel this week for one of the extra credit assignments in Magical Stitches. That one was created in the 90s, and so that will fit that task. Christmas Rules by Lizzie Kate. I am completely behind on my schedule of how I was going to do these, but oh well, the best laid plans. So I'm almost done with this top block. I just have to finish filling in the letters and then down here, and then I'll be finished with that first block. The magnets, the needle minder magnets stick to my bracelet sometimes. These still smell like coffee from when I dyed them. I worked on a whole lot of latte. Most of these are like 100 stitches because of the homework from last week where you had to visit the different shops and put 100 stitches in for each shop. And I wanted to do 10 different projects. And I wanted to mainly do ones I hadn't worked on yet that year. So I put in 100 stitches in this yellow color. I worked on my dressmaker's daughter, put in 100 stitches on her. This is going to be for my youngest sister. And I worked over on this side doing the purple. also worked on Portrait of Veronica by Mirabilia. This one's from me. Portrait of Veronica. And I've been working on all of the black. So, so this is what it looks like right now. I was working over in this section. Oops. And then I worked a little bit on my 2017 linen and thread sampler. And this is where I'm at on that. And so I did the bird, I did all of this. And I am really liking how it looks. So I'm really happy with that right now. And the last one I have to show you is the one I'm working on for homework this week. And that's part of why I decided to do the video right now. I was going to do it on Saturday, but I had to move the Q-snap, so I decided to just do it. So Lantern Lane by Little House Needleworks. And this is where I am at. And so far I've done for this week's homework the 300 stitches in green. So I've stopped working on the border now, even though there's a laurel wreath and a half to do. And now I'm gonna come and do 300 stitches on the building. So I am loving working on this. And in another group I'm in, I have to do 1,000 stitches in brown or gray. And so I'm going to work on the roof and hope that there's 1,000 stitches in there. I'm not sure how many there are. I have another project with brown if the roof doesn't have that many in it. And I have lined up 2 extra credits that this one will work for. So I'm really hoping to be able to do that. On Saturday, my fiance has a union event. He works for the California DOJ, and he's involved in the union, and he has a union event on Saturday. So I should, but it's not very long, but I should have some free time, I'm hoping, to do a little bit of stitching. And on Sunday I have my dress fitting, so I don't think I'll actually have time on Sunday. So yeah, we shall see what gets done. I don't think I'm gonna finish all the extra credit assignments this school year, but I'm really looking forward to what Vicki and I have planned for the next book. My wedding does fall during the next book, and that same weekend Vicki is at a wedding, and so we're gonna see how that goes, but we have a plan. And we're not gonna take a honeymoon right after. We're hoping later in the year or in next year, to go to South Africa and see my family, and then later to go to Germany. So we're not taking a honeymoon right after. We'll take a couple days off work, but yeah, that's our plan right now. That's all I can really think to say. I was gonna talk a little bit about magical stitches, but I'm may try to do an update on that later. So for now, I will just say bye and get this uploaded. And guys, pray that it cools off here because I'm so hot. But yes, sorry I've been away for so long. I hope to come back before my wedding, but if not, I'm thinking I may just do a video in my wedding dress. Maybe not. That might be weird, but I kind of want to. So we'll see what I do. But anyways, for now, thank you. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.